Hello, welcome to our Women Today table discussion. I always get excited every time I come and sit at this table because we bring you amazing and different guest speakers at this table who comes here to empower you, to educate you, to motivate you, and also to make you aware of some of the things and the services that are available within the UK, and to be more specific, within Middlesbrough. So yes, I'm excited today because I have with me the beautiful Shazia from Halo. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Women Today table discussion. I'm excited to have you.
Thank
You look
you.
beautiful, by the way. You look amazing. So I know you, and I know our viewers might not know who you are. So tell me about yourself, your organization, and what is it that you do?
So my name's Shazia. I'm one of the caseworkers at the Halo Project.
Okay.
The Halo Project is a charity that helps survivors and victims from the Black minoritized communities that are victims of sexual abuse, domestic violence, hidden harms such as forced marriage, honour-based abuse and FGM. The charity was formed in 2012 when it was established that there was a gap in the services for those victims of the hidden harms. Since then, the charity has supported over 2,500 victims.
Wow.
And every month we take over 1,000 calls.
Wow. That's amazing. And you're absolutely right, because I can testify to that. I have known Halo for a very long time, and I've known the founder.
Yasmin Khan.
Yasmin
She
Khan,
is the
an
CEO.
amazing woman. I think she is, not that I think, she has won so many awards, doing amazing work. And I know you guys will be doing amazing work. That's why we feel like we need you at this table so that people knows about what you guys are doing, especially the women out there. So I'm really excited to have you. And so what sort of things do you guys do within Halo Project? What do you do?
The Halo Project offers a wide range of support services to professionals, victims and survivors who can contact us through our specialist support hub for information, advice and guidance. We can support them through our through cultural, emotional and...
What is forced marriage? Because somebody might not know what is forced marriage or honour-based abuse.
Honour-based abuse is an incident or a crime that's committed to protect the honour of a family or a community. And sometimes this is committed by a family member, a parent, or somebody from the community. And what's really horrific about that is that it is often the father, the brother, or the own family member that's, you know, as somebody who you would love
and
your own
trust.
Partner, somebody who you would trust, and that's the most horrific part of it.
No, you're absolutely right, because you have your father and your mother or your brother. Your family are the people that are close to you. Those are the people that you trust. And if they actually force you to do something that you cannot do, that's actually terrible. Because I've heard stories about even women who have been killed by their own families. Have you experienced things like that? Of these people, women have been, like, they don't want, but they're being forced, and some are being killed, and some can even go to a place of, you know, committing suicide. Of so many stories that, you know, really terrible stories that has been happening. Talk a little bit about that, those experiences within your organization.
Yeah. Often we find that victims will come forward and they find it very difficult, firstly, to report the abuse, because what they find is that they're going against the perpetrator, who is often their own family member. So it could be their own husband, their own father, their mother, the family member who they've grown to love. It's somebody who they love. It's somebody who is that family member who they've been brought up by. So that's one of the things that they find very difficult to do. And even once they've reported that crime, they find it then very difficult to go ahead and prosecute or even
because
to...
that's family as well.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, wow.
So often what we find is that then the victim will return to the perpetrator or not go ahead with then going to court or going against that person, which is very difficult for people like ourselves who are trying to support that person. But we can also understand why the victim finds it difficult. So this is why we also run what we have as a trauma-informed education program, such as the Halo Hope programs and the Halo Exhale. And the Halo Hope program, what we offer is to educate the victims and the clients into understanding the types of abuse. So that helps them to understand what's happening to them, and then that helps them to move forward and understand the types of abuse and come to terms with how to handle what's happening to them, and the impact it has on them and the children. The Halo Exhale is again to help them and to sort of with the coping mechanisms, and we try to educate them on that and how to help them understand with the traumas.
The thing is, I think what you've mentioned there, where they want to persecute and then they get scared and then they don't go ahead with it, they go back home, it's very easy now for them to get that abuse. Now they're scared because they once took that step and they did not go ahead with it, so it's going back because of my children. You find that a lot of women are going through terrible abuse. We had a situation a few months ago. We had one of the ladies well known within our community was killed by husband because of like protecting, and it's, I don't know, something that women we do. And I know abuse also happens within, you know, men as well. But we're talking about women at the moment where, you know, I have got children and I have to protect my children, and so we tend to put other people first before us, especially as women, and really go through a lot of difficult experiences, and some unfortunately can even die. And I think this is what I love about your organization, because you're really helping thousands and thousands of women to really survive, and it's amazing. So we celebrate your organization for that. And I know you have student ambassadors as well. We were talking about some of the student ambassadors that you have, a lot of students that are being empowered and learning a lot from your organization. What do they do? Because we might have other students that are listening and they're like, oh, this is good, I also want to be a student ambassador. What exactly do they do?
So within many of the colleges and universities, we have what we call the student Halo hubs, and within that we have students who are raising awareness for Halo, the Halo project, and this has helped many of the other students come forward sometimes. So either they can self-refer, or within that raising awareness, it just gives them the confidence to learn more about these hidden harms, and whether it's just picking up that leaflet, taking it away, reading what Halo is about, or also what we do can help an individual. So the students, you know, they can help others and help themselves really. So these are ambassadors that are helping others within the educational establishments, and it's really helped, we've found over the years.
I like the fact that, you know, I know some of the students are mature students, but the younger ones really have a different mindset. And they're up to empower, they're up to change, they're up for transformation. And you know, with the young ones, we're talking about how our young children are, once they set on something, their mind on something, they, you know, they're unstoppable. So which is really good. I like that, because the students are doing quite amazing work. And I know Yasmin have won quite a few different awards. She's been recognized all over the world, and I love the BME awards that you guys do almost every year. I attended one of the last few months ago, where you had one of them at the Jersey, which was really, really amazing. I love the fact that as your organization also, you take time to recognize other BME communities as well, and we're part of it, and we're really, really honored to be working with the Halo project. We have some of our women from Women Today that could be going through some challenges, similar challenges, you know, they're at home, their families or people that are close to them are forcing them to stay. What can you say to them? Somebody who's watching right now, going through the challenges that they're going through, what can you say to them in terms of like, come to us, we can help you. Don't stay. What can you say? So I want you to look at that camera and talk to any lady or girl who's listening.
I would say don't be afraid. If you personally find it difficult to pick up that phone or come to us and contact the Halo project, find somebody that you can trust that could pick up the phone and contact us, or come and speak to us, or contact the police who could refer you. And we are here to help you. Speak to us. We can help you in any way that you don't suffer in silence.
Yeah.
You know, you have a voice, and we are here to listen, and we are here to help you. And, you know, in any shape or form, we can help you in any way. And our door is open, and our arms are open for you. So please come, and we're there to listen.
Thank you. I like that, because I know that you guys, you support people, including, because there are some women are really scared of the police. You know, we have people who've migrated to this country and they're really scared of police for some reason. But I like the fact that your organization, you don't just leave people there. You support them all the way.
Absolutely.
So you work a lot. You work with the prison, the Cleveland Crime Police. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what are the organizations that you guys work with? Do you work with the court? Do you support them? My point is, do you just leave people there, or you go all the way?
So what we do is when, for example, at the first point of contact, we would carry out a risk assessment. We would put a support plan together.
Okay.
We would, in terms of that risk assessment, if that victim required housing, we would support them with that. Finance.
Okay.
We would look at refuge if required. We also have our own specialist refuge. If there was a risk for that client within the Teesside area, then we would move them and look at refuges outside of the area. But we have a multi-agency approach.
That you work with.
We would help and support them with immigration, legal, financial, and it's a whole wraparound package that we have. And we dual support with other refuges as well. So you know, we advocate for that client, and it's a very much supportive approach for you know, and we don't, as you say, just leave them there.
And I love the fact that you said you have your own refugee place as well, because I was watching in the news a few weeks ago where, especially during the lockdown, you understand there was a lot of domestic abuse happening there, and most of the most of the ladies, they could not leave their homes because there are not many refugee places. But you guys have got one yourself as well, and even if it's full, you're also linked with other.
We do outreach work within Teesside, Darlington, Durham, West Yorkshire, Redcar and Cleveland.
Wow. So when you say outreach, what sort of work are you guys doing?
So for example, if we have referrals from those areas, we would then, if there is a client that's based in a refuge from those areas, not so much from the Teesside, Middlesbrough area, then we would support with emotional and cultural support, and sometimes practical support as well. And we would also, if that client needed to be brought into our own area for safety, we would look at then perhaps housing them within our refuge if possible, or for example within the Teesside area, if they needed to then go out of the area and be placed in the various areas that I've just mentioned, then we would continue to support them with dual support.
That's amazing. That's really, you guys are doing an amazing job within the Teesside, not just in Teesside, because I think you also have, correct me if I'm wrong, there is Halo is in South Africa as well, and other places as well. So not just here, but you've gone also abroad, which is amazing. I know that you do some accredited training with Halo. Tell me a little bit about those.
So we offer accredited training and train the trainer training to professionals. So that would be to social services and the police. And that's been going on for years as well. So and these are packages that can be put together for organisations that can get in touch with us as required.
Wow, amazing. Well, you do a lot, and I think it's important that people know that you're actually there, and we can get all the support that they need. So someone could be listening and going through these things, and they're wondering, so where can I find Halo? Where exactly are you guys? And I know this video is going to be a start, but where can the women and girls find you?
So we are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Anybody can make a referral. The police, agencies, doctor, GPs, nurses, any service, anybody. But women victims themselves can self-refer as well. And sometimes we find that somebody could just pick up the phone and contact our hub, and it could be just for an inquiry, and that inquiry sometimes turns into a self-referral. So that's how we often end up helping people. So it's as easy as that.
It's as easy as that. Well, and thank you so much. That's been really, really, I've really enjoyed it, and I know you guys are doing amazing. Continue to do great work. We're so honored to be working with Halo, and I know after this video, somebody who could be listening. They're definitely coming to you guys, and it's not really easy. So, am I correct to say you only help women?
So. No, we never turn anybody away.
Okay.
We do help men. We get calls from men and women to our national helpline. We never turn anybody away. We do have men on our system, but predominantly our support is to women. But we often, with the men, we will signpost them to other agencies that support men and women. But our policy is that we never turn anybody away.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Shazia. It has been really amazing and a pleasure to have you at this table talk. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it's really, really nice. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching, you're listening, and somebody's going through forced marriage, somebody's going through honor-based abuse, FGM, a sister or a mother or anyone is struggling, like you have heard from Shazia, that it's not just about women. Even if a men are struggling, get in touch with Halo Project. They are Halo organization. They are in Middlesbrough. You'll find all their details on Twitter, Facebook, website. They're everywhere. And again, if you want to get in touch, you're struggling, get in touch with us. We can also refer you to them. So thank you so much. I hope you have been empowered. I hope you've been educated. I hope you're not aware, because there are people there that are really suffering and struggling, just like you have had your own family forcing you to do something that you're not happy to do. That can be really, really stressful and traumatizing, but there is help out there, and Halo are there to help you. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for listening. Like and share. Thank you and goodbye.